us and give us the answer. And they say now that transfer was better for them that day, based on what they went through. So we could not be able to, because we didn't have the data, we didn't have the network and all these things to do. So that was why we couldn't transmit. But again, since we couldn't transmit, we can still transfer. You see? You see that? You see that? I attended a conference in 2015 at Harvard, and then the head of reference studies almost referenced what happened during the election. Yeah. I mean, some people saw this thing coming and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So these are part of, I mean, it could have been... One of you was asking me now, what is it that we can do to help them? Okay? The first and foremost thing that needs to be restored right now is this issue of Naira Crunch. Because we know that the election now is where it is. So some people now, they're saying it has come and gone. But there's a very big issue which also played into the structural situation of this election, which is the money issue. The money played a big role in what happened during this election. Okay? So that is one thing that we need to find a way now to pressure the authorities to get money to the people. Because that was why a lot of people sold their vote this weekend. People did. Let me remind us now. People sold their vote this weekend because they couldn't hold on any longer. Hunger was about to kill people. A lot of people died during this process because of hunger. If you don't know. So they need to get money back to they came to last week and said to us that the money is available now. People can go to get the money. And I came and I said to them, which money? Is it the same one that was shredded and everything? Which money are we talking about? So my question tonight to us tonight, is this part of that structure that we're talking about? Okay? So that's what it is. I really don't want to go too much beyond this time, okay? We will continue tomorrow wherever we stop tonight, because I'm working on this timing issue, like I said again, because of where we do send our tapes. Our tapes go to the social media, go to WhatsApp groups. There's a whole lot of WhatsApp groups that are getting our tapes. And I try to make sure that the tapes are, right now we can't get one single tape, okay? So we try to put them in clips. And I try to, reduce the tape as much as I can. So when I go beyond the 1 hour threshold, it affects my timing. Emefiele said today there is no money. Really? We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to look in, we'll talk off the air on that one. Okay, I need to get more facts on that. If he's saying there is no money, some of us already knew that there is no money. Okay? The one that was printed going into the election, the politicians took it. Took all the money. We said it here on the air. We had it here on the air. It was all over the place. They took all the money. Okay? So they came back again. I remember they can only print certain amount of money. So Nigeria is even a bigger mess. I'm sorry to say. All this we're talking about now, Nigerians are even in a bigger mess. If the Emefiele is saying this, that there is no money, then there is no money. And that's big time issue for the country right now. Bigger than even the election. Because already we've seen the election come and go. It's even bigger than the election. If Emefiele is saying that there is no money, I'm going to look into that. I don't have that information yet, but I'm just saying based on what Ngoa is saying here. Okay? I'm going to look into that and find out exactly where those things. But I knew it and I say it here on the air. I said it here on the air. I said, the money they're asking us to go and start using, is it the one they collected completely from us? Remember, everybody gave their money in. And the next time, a few days before the election, we saw the money that was shredded all over the place. Minus the one they kept for themselves. Please send it to me. Send it to me. I need to look into it deeply. Okay? And I'll call my contacts there and find out actually what is going on with that. So, that might be part of the thing we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay? So, that is even a bigger issue, to be honest with us. That's even a bigger issue because that one is current. The election now is to an extent past. It's behind us now. To an extent. Until everything that will play out plays out. But this issue of money that is not there is big time. People are really suffering. People are really suffering. Okay, now that the election is finishing now, we are hearing that there is no money. So what happened to the ones we took back? So that's going to now justify the money we saw that they came and dumped somewhere that were shredded. I'm not even going to say anything more on that one, honestly. I'm not going to say. Let me so that I don't just go over and start speaking how I want to speak. Well, anyways, thank you guys so very much. It has been quite an evening. I'm going to go back now and look at this. They've been sending me things while we're in the air. So let me go and look at some of them and see what we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay? But there is still hope for Nigeria. I say again, there is still hope. And for those of you who think that there is no longer hope, there's no country called Nigeria anymore, I'm going to destroy the passport. Please, I say to you, not so fast. Don't destroy your passport, okay? It's going to have a very bad effect on you. No. And it doesn't say good for our nation. We still have that nation to protect. Forget about, the people that are saying that whose report shall you believe? Whose report shall you believe? I'm going to end with that. Okay? We shall believe the report of the living God that says there is still a country called Nigeria. Okay? Let that be our last word. Okay? For the evening. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. As is usual, we are doing what we are doing here because of what you are doing there. You guys, as usual, has been a great sport. You're doing so much for us, sharing our messages and stuff, okay, and being part of our shows. So thank you so very much. Continue to have patience with us on these tapings, okay? You can see now, sometimes we don't even want to leave the air. I'm looking forward to the days where every one of us will be on this program at the same time, and so that I don't have to worry about sending tapes after, okay? Because that's what I'm going to be worrying now, how I'm going to do the tapes after to send to you guys that are not on the air right now with us. There's thousands of you that are seeing our tape after the show, okay? Through mostly the WhatsApp forums and stuff. So everything I do now is trying to make sure that I can be able to, shrink the tape so that you can be able to watch it. So all of you that are that are still having that patience with us, continue doing so. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. You guys are really, we're indebted to you. Okay, you guys are making us a brand. And if you've not joined the Move and the Groove yet, Simply Blessed Podcast is the name and is the place to be. I'm gonna try and see if we can be doing this by 6:30. I have my reasons. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, so Simply Blessed Podcast is the name. Talk to people about it. Let them continue to get on the show. We still have a whole lot here to talk about. Okay? More things are happening, more things are coming, and more things I will share with you. God bless. God bless. God's grace. I say that it should speak louder for you and all that are yours. Okay? Until next time, people, I remain yours. Truly. Sydney Blessing Iwala. SBI. The Provocateur. Signing off. God bless.